Hey guys, and thank you for tuning in again. This is Overland Garage, and if this is your first time tuning in, my name is Ben, and our motto here is build and explore. So we take something, we build it, take it out, and we use it, we explore. But today, what we are going to be working on is the Mustang again, and if you haven't checked it out already, take a peek up here at this card that's going to be popping up and check out that video. I've got a couple of videos uploaded. You're going to want to check those out. That'll kind of catch you back up to where we are now. But what we're doing today is we're going to be pulling the dashboard out of this car because I've got a few things that I need to do to it. But thanks for tuning in. This is Overland Garage. So the reason we're going to be pulling the dashboard out of this today is because I have a brand new one, brand new from 1982 that is, but it's the same color as the interior of the car is going to be. I'm going to paint the interior of this car black, I'm going to have black seats, you name it, all that good stuff. But this dashboard, the previous owner or somewhere along the way, they had decided to just yank everything out of it. They busted a bunch of the plastic on it, and I have an absolutely perfect one to put in it. So instead of trying to like patch this one all back together, I'm just going to pull it all out and swap over only the wiring that I need and put it all back together with a new dashboard. So what we're going to do today is pull this dash out and we're going to compare the two and see what we got going on. So that's what we're going to get into right now. So as you can see, I got the old Milwaukee underhood light going on in here so I can get some lightage on the situation, but as you can see, they weren't very nice to this dashboard, and like, this is where the radio is supposed to be, and they just decided to, you know, delete. They didn't need that piece of plastic, and they decided instead of like disconnecting wires that we're just going to go cutting everything. So I don't think there's much of this I can save. The only thing I'm going to be able to save is this trim panel over here so I can put the GT emblem back on it. And the rest of this is pretty much garbage. But this is a factory AC car. And a little insight, I'm going to be taking this car to Florida in the fall, hopefully. And so we want to have air conditioning. So I'm going to try to keep the factory AC in this car. So I'm going to end up swapping that heater box back out and putting the old controls back in it so that we have the old air conditioning instead of the dual 55s. So let's get right into this and start taking this out, and hopefully it's only just a couple of screws that I see, and this will come right out, and then we'll yank the dash out of there, and we'll set it aside, and we'll show you the other two dashes together and see what we gotta do. But let's get going and get this apart. Easy. Dashboard delete. Next here, we're just going to pull all of this out and see what we have to work with for wiring. I don't exactly know what's going on with all this now that I see all this apart. Let's see if it'll work. I don't know what we got going on up here. Some vacuum hoses have been deleted. Like I said, we got some stuff to look into, but we're gonna, like, they took all my pedals. I got no pedals or anything, so that's awesome. So now what we're going to be doing is, I got all that other dash stuff out, so I just want to get this out of my way, but I think I can just yank. This is the main harness for the whole car, so. There we go. So that's the whole harness for the rest of the car. And I think I have another one of these. It's a little bit more complete. So. We will, this is and basically all I'm doing, guys, is I'm pulling out of this car everything that I don't need. Like, this was a sending unit and stuff for aftermarket gauges. We're going to be running our own, so running something similar, but we're going to get rid of all this junk. Mouse hotels are everywhere in this thing. And over here there's like a big vacuum. Well, not anymore. There's a big vacuum line that's running to this, what was cruise control. Let's see if I show you this again, guys. So what we got going on over here is this thing right here. I was trying to show you this last time, but the camera didn't quite pick it up. But this is like a big vacuum operated, electronically controlled cruise control servo. And I found out that it does absolutely nothing for us, so we're gonna unbolt that and get rid of it, and just eliminate all the unnecessary stuff. I guess I need that. That's the hood cable. Get rid of that vacuum booster, and over on the other side, over there was a show you that again real quick. But over here we got solenoid for days of whatever this nonsense is. So we'll get rid of that, and then we can get rid of hose delete. See, I still got the factory AC lines, and with the LS motor, I was actually doing some research, and I'm sure you guys want to take a quick peek at that, so don't mind the mess in my garage. But got the intake sitting here. I noticed when I was putting the intake on that I'm missing one of the O-rings, so I'm still waiting on that. But as soon as that comes in, I'll be able to order the ICT bracket for over here. And what that does is that runs my Ford factory AC pump. So I could run the Ford lines and the Ford factory AC pump with the LS motor. And then I'll put the other power steering brackets and stuff right there. So yeah, it's coming along. I'm still waiting for an oil pan so I can trap all the oil in there. But then I'll just start ordering parts. But just kind of want to get this stuff cleaned up, and then I'm going to show you what's going on with that dashboard over there. So this is the replacement dash that I have, and it's all black and shiny, as you can see. The one concerning thing, and I'll show you real quick, is this is the old wiring harness right here. And this is from 1985, and this is the new wiring harness from 1982. They look very similar, but this one had air conditioning, this one did not. And then I pulled the box down from up above, and I noticed that there were some stark differences between the vent locations. The dash is the same. As you can see, this one looks very close to this one, and they were both black. This was supposed to be black, and at one point it was, and then it kind of faded to gray. So I'll have to take some panels off of this, like on the other one, and transfer some stuff over. But I think what I'm going to end up having to do is use that wiring harness, just because air conditioning, and there's like a low fuel sensor, and so in order for everything to work in the car on the little gauge panel that's on the center console, I'll need this wiring harness. But I think what I'm going to do is take both of these, disassemble both of these, and see exactly what is required so that I can kind of merge them both into one in that dash. But I want to have factory air conditioning. I want to have everything the way it's supposed to be. So in order for that to happen, I need to swap these dash pieces around and kind of make one wiring harness. But I wanted to just show you guys that there's a ton of screws to take out of these usually, and luckily that one only had one screw holding it in. So, but this is out, and I'm gonna clean all this up, and I'm gonna try to swap some stuff over, and probably call it a night on this project, just because I got everything cleaned up. I'm gonna take all these off and then try to do some interior removal of stuff, and we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys where I'm at. Hey guys, so I didn't really get to do real in-depth on that dash removal of the Mustang, and I wanted to just kind of talk about that for a few minutes because you deserve to know, and kind of why we're here. But some things came up that I couldn't really show you, like taking the rest of the heater box out. It's like 2 bolts and that comes out. That's super simple. And then also I have to fix the floor, and I have to fix a couple of other things before I can show you the rest of that. Part of the reason why I can't show you the whole dash wire swapping over is because I have to put different wiring harnesses in that dashboard, and since I'm going with autometer gauges, all of that stuff's going to be custom anyway, so a lot of the wiring that's there isn't really going to be used, so it's really not necessary to show you, hey look, I got a bunch of wires that I'm going to plug into random things. So instead of doing all of that, we just decided that I'll spare you the pain and suffering of going through that nonsense, and I'll just talk about it instead. But I'm excited to show you the next video. What we're going to plan on doing in our next video is we're going to plan on taking out the rest of the interior. We're going to rip the seats out. And you're probably thinking, well, this is boring. And I know. But what we're trying to show you is that this is the process. And there are parts of the process of restoring a car that are just not fun. But they have to be done. And so one of the things quickly I'll show you real quick, and I think you guys will appreciate this. This helps me out a lot, and I don't know if it'll help some of you guys out there that are working on restoring stuff, but I'll kind of give you guys a little inside baseball to what's going on here. But check this out real quick. So this is a what we would like to call a, well, this is a whiteboard, and basically what I do is I take everything and I prioritize it. So I know I gotta do bodywork and paint, and I gotta do engine and drivetrain, and interior and exterior. And then down here, I always have a deadline with a planned idea of what's going on. And so basically, these are all the things I need to get done first. I can work on some of these things in the meantime. And then this is kind of the finishing touches. Now this list is obviously gonna get longer, but I kind of wanted to show you, this is how I stay on track. It may not be what everybody does, but you know, you can easily just go down through this. When you get something done, you erase it. And if you have to add something, you just add something later. But this keeps you organized, and it keeps you kind of on track, because when you're doing a restoration project, you can get all over the place. And this just helps you stay focused and know what you're looking at. So I hope you guys like this content. Throw some comments down there. I mean, do I have to set things on fire for you guys to watch my stuff? You know I'm just kidding. But I will. I will. Don't make me. I will set things on fire if I have to get your attention. We'll do burnouts. We'll go blow stuff up. Whatever you want. Throw some comments down there and we'll do it. But anyways, I hope you guys like the content. Please keep giving us a thumbs up and sharing our content and sharing this channel with your friends, family, relatives, inmates, disgruntled employees, and letting them know that Overland Garage is out there and we're growing. And until we get this Mustang done, hopefully I'll be able to get a winter trip in with the Duramax and show you the new tent. But that's on the to-do list. And I hope to see you guys next time. So thank you for tuning in this week. And stay tuned for the next video on the Foxbody Mustang. This has been Overland Garage.